Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
No! What are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it!
Seriously, do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it. Do it. Yes. Yes. Please. Do it. Do it. Okay? I can't just have the Mandalorian to make fun of. Do this show. Do this. Because God knows when the MCU TV shows are coming out. Because God knows those are going to be a train wreck too. Okay? And God knows everybody's going to love those. Okay. It's... The fact that it was female-centric was laughable. But then, I find out it's supposed to take place in an alternate timeline. This is a Star Wars what-if show. And I'm thinking, oh, wait a minute. Why would this need to be in an alternate timeline? Why couldn't this female-centric show take place in the regular Star Wars timeline? It's because they already know it's a shit show. The fact that it's an alternate timeline is their scapegoat when this show tanks. They don't even have enough faith in the concept of a female-centric show to even have it as part of canon. Okay? This, like, what kind of agenda, you don't even have faith in your own agenda-pushing bullshit. Okay? Like, this isn't even going to be canon. Okay? This is going to be a show that even if it survives a season, can be instantly forgotten and say, no, this was never actually part of... You don't even have... Hey, Kathleen Kennedy and whoever that director is on this, you don't even have enough faith in your own female agenda pushing bullshit of Star Wars to even make this part of Star Wars canon. How weak is that? That to me is the whole laughable part about it. The fact that it's female-centric, right? Whatever. But it's the fact that they know, like, even in a IP of Star Wars, which is a sci-fi fantasy world or universe, even the idea of a female-centric Star Wars show is like, no, that doesn't make sense. It has to be put into an alternate universe or an alternate timeline because that's the only place it'll make sense. It's the fact that it's an alternate timeline absolutely establishes Kathleen Kennedy and whoever the director of the show is going to be, don't even have faith in their own bullshit. They don't even have faith in their own show. If this was supposed to be agenda pushing, if you're supposed to talk about all female, there's no reason you couldn't have this show in the regular Star Wars timeline. None. You could easily have had some section of space in the Star Wars where it's just all females. It's just all female. I mean, Wonder Woman, the Amazonians. You could have the whole show, the whole story take place about Amazonians, and it's all female-centric. Why couldn't you just simply have a section of, the Star Wars universe that was just heavily focused on the female characters, and that it's all females? Why not? Because it's so goddamn stupid, so goddamn irrelevant, and is going to be hated from the get-go, that you've established a fail-safe by going, oh, it's an alternate timeline, so it doesn't actually count. You have no faith in your own show, you idiots. Oh my God. And the fact that it's an alternate timeline, right? Like, why would a Star Wars story need an alternate... how little story arcs or how little story capabilities do you have that you can't think up of stories in the Star Wars universe that you have to go into an alternate timeline? Why don't you have a Star Wars story that's just made out of all ducks? Right? Have it that it's Howard the why not just have a Howard the Duck version of Star Wars where it's all characters from this doesn't make what the idea that you guys are bankrupt of ideas is one thing. The fact that you're going into alternate timelines now because you can't think of anything is just hilarious. Like, why not just have, a Sith-centric Star Wars show? But have that in an alternate timeline because you have no idea how that's even going to fit. This is... Burn the Star Wars IP under the Disney banner to the ground. Burn it. Burn it to the ground, Disney, so that way you can sell it to somebody for $100 million. You paid $4 billion for it. Burn it to the ground so that that someone with an actual, sell it back to George Lucas for like $1 billion or $100 million or whatever it's going to be worth. Because you guys, oh my God, how do you so monumentally destroy the Star Wars IP is mind-blowing. You took a mouse. You took a goddamn little animated mouse and turned it into a goddamn empire. You turned a little animated black and white mouse and turned it into an empire, yet you somehow took the Star Wars IP, one of the biggest IPs in the history of cinema, and you are taking it and turning it into a little... How are the same minds who took a little mouse and turned it into an empire are now taking an empire that is Star Wars and do it. You've already established that You've already established that Star Wars is dead. Okay? You've already established that Star Wars is dead. Have it that it is dead. That's all that's left. Just kill it. Keep making shows like this. Okay? Do whatever the heck. No matter what you do, you're gonna screw it up anyway. You have no idea. You guys need to reanimate Walt Disney. Okay? Because Walt Disney would be going, like if you were to reanimate Walt Disney, because God knows he's in cybernetic whatever somewhere. I forget what that conspiracy theory is, that he's held in a cryogenic freeze or whatever. Revive him and he will kick your ass for going, how do you screw up the empire I built so badly? It's hilarious. I love the idea of a female-centric Star Wars because it's going to be a train wreck and I will love making fun of it. It's going to be hilarious. It's going to be hilarious. Yes. I you know what? And here's the thing. Why are all of you people who are Star Wars fans so butthurt over this? No, seriously. It's already dead. You don't care anymore. If you've already stopped caring about Star Wars.
That is one big pile of shit.
All they're doing is just adding one more shovelful to the pile. So what? It's already done. All they're doing is, by them doing what they're doing, okay, they are expediting the death of their of the IP. Okay? So the more they do this, the more Kathleen Kennedy or whoever's in charge of the IP does this bullshit, it's just destroying the IP faster. Which means they're gonna have to sell it off eventually into somebody else's hands. Let them keep doing this. By constantly doing this, they are rendering the Star Wars IP in their... They are literally showing on a weekly basis that they are incompetent in using this in the Star Wars IP. Have it so that it's so useless they can't even make money. Disney can't even make money off the Star Wars franchise. Do you understand? When they reach the point where they are going to be making a loss, they're going to have to sell it. So let them destroy the IP under the Disney banner. So that way either George Lucas can buy it back at a song, okay, or whatever the terminology, at bargain basement prices. I love it. I love it. Make more, Disney, make as many female-centric, duck-centric based alternate what-if Star Wars shows you want, okay? Do it all. Do it. Have Rian Johnson direct more Star Wars movies. Do everything you can, okay, to bury the Star Wars IP under the Disney banner so that way somebody else can get it, okay? I love it. I love it. I want there to be this show, and I want there to be more of this show. I want Disney to lose as much money on the Star Wars IP. I can keep rambling, but I'm done. That's it for me. See ya.